What's happening, my people? So, back with Walking Dead season. Still not to the crib. Hurricane and everything. So, don't have any electricity back home and haven't went back there yet. But I was able to pull it up on the laptop and watch it this morning. So, get to talk about this episode. So, this is Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 1. The end is the beginning. So the elephant in the room, is Morgan alive? Is Morgan dead? Shade. So, drum roll, we get to see that Morgan is alive. But we get familiar with another character at the beginning of the episode. They got this bounty hunter. And so this bounty hunter, he's out killing and he's vicious. He's a vicious character, man. He seems like he's gonna be a formidable foe, like a Negan governor type cat. Like he's the truth. But the thing about it, he kills this dude at the beginning. Like it's not important, but he ends up killing him. But there's a key, and so I just want to mention that key because it seems like it might be key in the rest of the episode. But Virginia calls him and she's like, she needs him to kill Morgan. Oh, this Morgan character or whatever. Okay, I got him. So he's gonna be hunting Morgan. And so it's like, damn. And Morgan, we see him, he looking terrible. His having grown out. He's hiding in his limousine. He look like he has a secret hideout in a water tower and stuff. Like he barely can move. The walkers are just walking by him. Like, why is that? Is that because of the radiation that he was exposed to early on? Or is that because of his wound? Because he has a wound, a mortal wound, and it looked like he's having gangrene on it. So is it the rotting flesh from that wound? Why the walkers are just walking by him? That could be it. But we see him, he's moving around and stuff. They have a former Marine, and so his name is Isaac. And he ends up finding Morgan and tries to, at first he's about to kill Morgan, and he says, oh, I thought you were one of them. So he ends up helping Morgan get out of a little situation. And Morgan is like, I don't need you. Like, get away, stay away from me. They have people after me. You don't want to be around me. The bounty hunter shows up. And so Isaac covers for Morgan. He's like, he's not around. I never seen him. But then they find a blanket. He's like, my dog smells Morgan on here. Well, he's dead. He's dead. I seen him. He's walking that way. And so homeboy's covering for Morgan. So the bounty hunter, he will not be too happy about that situation. So he tears up the place looking for Morgan. Where's Morgan at? Can't find Morgan at the time. But after he leaves, Morgan is passed out in the back. So dude ends up, he found some coordinates that Morgan had written down. So he brings Morgan back to his honeycomb hideout, his water tower. So they end up talking a little bit. Look, I need your help. I need your help, Morgan. Morgan, how do you know my name? He remembers Morgan from the tapes that the group used to put out. So he's talking to him. He's like, man, you inspired me and this and that, and I have a wife and she needs help. And your wound, you have gangrene. I need to take this bullet out. Morgan does not want him to take this bullet out for nothing. Like Morgan always goes into these depressive states where he feels like he needs to suffer or he needs pain or whatever. And he has a gun. He's like, homeboy's looking for a gun to save his wife. He's like, take the gun and go. And homeboy pulls it on Morgan. He's like, you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me. That was his last resort. And what ends up happening is the water tower ends up crashing down. The bounty hunter caught up to him and pulled it down. And it looks like it's dire. Like, how are they going to defeat this bounty hunter, especially Morgan moving at half-mast with one arm? But Morgan musters up the little strength that he has and shoots him. So they end up shooting the bounty hunter in the arm. They get away and steal his truck. So that is that. What happens is they get to the place where his wife is. She's like held up, like past a dam, in like a old abandoned river, but they have like a building and everything. So how would they have a horde of walkers? How they gonna get through there? He like, the walkers don't even mess with you. So Morgan, I'ma need you to help me bring these supplies to my wife. She's pregnant. So Morgan ends up walking through the walkers. They just passing him up. And I don't know, for some reason Morgan doesn't like that. He's like, look at me, I'm here. Like, I exist. I am a human. But he's walking through and he's passing out pretty much. He's falling over and looks like it's gonna be dire because the walkers are walking past him and he's like, I'm here. So they're about to bite him. Homeboy uses his last bullet and shoots the walker away from Morgan. Then they end up fighting. So that's crazy. Morgan can barely move in the episode. Dude is fighting the walkers with a knife on his end. Morgan gets his last little piece of strength, defeats the whole horde of walkers. They push through, and he's like, I figure you would want to bring these supplies yourself. Like, rather than you having to go through the mountains and go backwards through the dam or whatever, you can just go right through. So take my last strength, kill all these walkers. And so a big ass battle. It was a great battle. When they get through, they get to the wife and stuff. Shortly after, bounty hunter ends up pulling up, and it's like Morgan is like, I'ma forfeit my life. Look, y'all have your baby. Y'all build up y'all community. Do what y'all gotta do. Me, I'ma go and give up. Morgan is a look. I give up if you leave my people alone. You leave these people alone. Let them be. He gets on his knees and closes his eyes. Like, homeboy saves him. Homeboy saves him. So he kick Isaac ass. So Morgan has to fight the bounty hunter with one arm because he doesn't want Isaac to die because he has a wife and a baby. So he end up, Morgan, he still got it. With one arm, Morgan still got it. Morgan, it's surprising. It's surprising. Somehow, Morgan busts his ass. Morgan kick his ass. And then he turns into the old Morgan. Like, as far as, he whips him, but then homeboy like, you don't have it in you to kill me. All that passiveness that he had, like the last few seasons, that's gone. But the bad thing is Isaac was mortally wounded also. So he wanted Morgan's help because he knew he was gonna die. He was bit in the side. So damn. But the thing is, Morgan passes out. When he wakes up, his wound is healed the right way. The bullet has been taken out. So hopefully the gangrene goes away, but I don't think Morgan will be able to walk past the walkers now, unless it is radiation, but I doubt it. But he sees Isaac has passed away. But I'm pretty sure he's going to end up trying to help the wife, and it's going to give him a second burst of like wanting to help people again, because I think he had kind of given up again, like Morgan has done multiple times in the series. But Morgan is gonna help him, and then Virginia and them pulled. But then whenever he killed the homeboy, he cut his head off. He cut his head off, and he found a key. So that key seems like it's gonna be important towards the end of the episode, and he changes his weapon. Morgan finally gives up his staff or his bow, and he takes the bounty hunter's axe. So Morgan is gonna be badass this season. and he leaves a package for Virginia. And Virginia looks at it. It says Morgan Jones. She happy. Oh, Morgan is dead. Yes, it's the bounty on her head though. And if you were listening, I don't need you to be dead for this to work, because she wants Morgan is the leader. So if Morgan is dead, she can control the group. And so she is like, I don't need you to really be dead. I just need them to believe that you're dead so I can control them. And it ends up Morgan is like, Morgan is dead. This a whole nother person right here. So he's taking this a whole new persona. He has a hat. He has his axe. It's about to be hell to pay. But at the end of the episode, we see somebody was spray painting stuff the whole episode. And they like, we need this key. They're on the side of a big submarine. I'm like, what is that? The key, is that gonna be like something with the dam to let some water in, and then they'll be able to take off in the submarine or something, and maybe they'll be able to settle on the submarine. That'll be like a new settlement that'll be safe. We'll see, man. But I like how the season started off. I'll be honest, like, I think because Morgan is an OG in the show, I'd rather fear over The Walking Dead for like the past 2 seasons because of Morgan. Because in Walking Dead, Rick is gone. So since Rick is gone and Daryl, he's here and there, like, Morgan is the leader, and he's an OG from the first episode. So I really enjoy Fear. A lot of people, hey man, I don't like Fear too much, man. They kill a lot of people. Yeah, but Morgan is there, and we don't know who saved Morgan. Somebody saved Morgan. They shot the walkers whenever his injury first occurred, but we don't know who it is. That's gonna be something to see who that person is. Will that be whatchamacallit, the mama? I haven't watched Fear in a while. It's been gone a while, so I forgot her name. But you remember she died in the Coliseum with the fire. But did she really die? We're gonna see who actually was alive and saved Morgan later on in the series, hopefully soon. But like, comment, subscribe, be the greatest and most hated, man. Peace out.